For me, the political will to fulfill these commitments on the part of governments as an issue of gender equality is one of the things that has prevented implementation and financing of women's peace and security. The idea that gender equality is an optional luxury. Many governments in Africa think that gender equality issues, gender equality ideas are just something that they can come back to when they have finished tackling more important issues and have finished ensuring that certain issues that has to do with infrastructure, that has to do with the country's GDP has been attended to before they now come to think of issues that has to do with women's rights and girls' rights and priority issues on gender equality. This is not so. If a government wants to ensure that there is peace and there is involvement of women both during peace time and during conflict time, it is important that funding must be provided to ensure that such things are put in place. Facilities that provide for the sexual and reproductive rights of and health of women and girls, ensuring that gender-based violence, which is one of the issues that has beleaguered Africa, especially African women, where it comes to conflict areas, women have continued to bear the brunt of war, and the wars have been fought on the bodies of women. Then it's important that there should be enough funds that should be channeled to provide for the human rights and to protect the human rights of women at this stage. Let me take us to the global study statistics. In 2015, there was a global military spending of $1.6 trillion and over $4 trillion allocated to bail out banks and over $6 trillion sequestered in corporate tax havens. For me, this demonstrates that the problem is not a lack of funding, but a failure to effectively use these existing fundings to promote human security based on women's lives and their experiences. The fact that women's rights and human rights should be enough to implement the women peace and security agenda at the national level. However, there are more reasons for this accountability as well. Studies have shown that women's participation increases the probability of a peace agreement lasting at least 2 years by 20%, and the probability of a peace agreement lasting 15 years by 35%. So the importance of women's full participation in creating durable peace and security should no longer be just a matter of lip service for me. It is a mandate that calls countries to action to implement the resolution by adopting national action plans. And this also shows that how well women are treated within their society, how well facilities are provided to address and respond to issues of gender-based violence, issues of violence against women, issues of even how women are provided for in humanitarian situations, shows that the society has brought some form of level of indicator towards the states of peacefulness in the society. I think if the international community, like I said earlier, wants peace and security, it cannot keep underfunding and undervaluing gender equality. The resources have shown that there is always a link between militarism and violence, and there is a link between gender equality and peace, and the links between feminist movement building and violence against women. And until we are able to strike this balance by providing the needed funding, the needed financing, by putting in place the facilities needed to ensure the protection of the rights of women and girls at the national level down to the local level, the implementation of women peace and security in the next 20 years may still be a mirage.